Hi, hello, my viewers over there. How are you? How are you doing? I do believe you're good. I do believe you're awesomely well. I'm sharing this video with you. I do believe you're wonderful where you are viewing this video. How is your faith in Jesus Christ? How is your faith? How is your faith? I believe your faith is beautiful. I do believe your faith is wonderful. You're keeping faith, you know. Keeping faith with Jesus is beautiful. When you love Jesus, He can do great things for you. Love that Jesus who gave you life. Love that Jesus who gave you beautiful marriage. Love that Jesus who gave you beautiful weddings. Love that Jesus who gave you beautiful children, blessed children. Love that God who gave you handsome husband, rich husband, fine boy with too much money. Love that God who gave you riches. Love that God who gave you, houses, beautiful things that you're enjoying with. Love that God who gave you life more especially. He's worthy to be praised. Love that God who gave you opportunity, to serve where your peers, where others can serve. Love that God. He deserves to be praised. That is why God is beautiful. Do you really have beautiful life? I do believe you have beautiful life. That's why you have to love that God who gave you that beautiful life. It is beautiful to have a beautiful life. Love that God who gave you beautiful education, to communicate in English, to speak, that others can actually hear what you're saying, to communicate, to have good life, to have good job, to have good professions, love that God who gave you children, who gave you twins, who gave you triplets, love that God who gave you blessed mother-in-laws, blessed sister-in-laws, blessed home. Love that God who gave you rich home. Love that God who gave you what else? There's so many things you have to love God about. Love that God who made you to be victorious. Love that God who gave you victory. Love that God. He deserves to be praised. He deserves to be honored. Love that God who gave you life, more especially. Some people are dying over there, but you're among the living. It is a privilege. It is a wonderful privilege. Love that God who gave you peace in your home, that there's no strange woman in your home fighting with you over your husband, trying to snatch your husband from you. Love that God that gave you a responsible man, to take care of, to build your home with. Love that God who did that. Love that God who gave you a beautiful wife that is so dedicated, is so committed, to you in the house. And she's not unfaithful to you. Love that God. Not that God that's no irresponsible man is, snatching your girl, snatching the woman from you, or your wife is not loose. Love that God. He deserves to be praised. Love that God that made you, that gave you life, that beautified you. Love that God that gave you admission, that gave you, that gave you scholarship. Love that God that gave you, things that you desire, and He gave it to you. Love that God. He deserves to be praised. Love that God. I do that when I stay like this. I stay at home. When I stay at home, I worship God. And I thank God for that. I love that God who is doing great things for me. I just love Him. Love that God who makes you to fly. When you fly, you reach home safely without any problem. That's the God I love. I'm about to fly now. I'm about to I fly and I come back. I come back to wherever I come from safely without any problem. Whenever I travel outside the country, I fly and I come back. I can remember I can remember what actually happened. I can't remember, but I thank God for that safe trip. I thank God when I travel outside the country, I come back safely. I thank God. I thank God that I travel out, I come back safely. I travel to wherever, Europe. I travel to North America. I travel to Africa, and I come back safely. And I thank God I'm going back. I'm traveling now, and I know that God is giving me a safe trip. And I thank God for what He's doing. I thank God for giving me a fine boy with too much money and with I'm just gonna testify that at a appointed time, you know. I'm gonna share the videos with you. So keep your ears down the ground. Sure, sure. You know, God is so beautiful. You have every reason to thank God. You have every reason to thank God. What is it that is making you not to thank God? What is it that's making you not to smile? You should actually thank God for life. Life is so beautiful. When you have life, I mean, what else? You know that your life is so beautiful. You know that you can actually walk towards every other thing. You know, I just thank God. I just thank God for my life. I thank God for God who has given me, who made it possible for me to be educated. You know, not just, you know, not just a degree holder that I'm able to further more. I'm still furthering, and I thank God for God who called me into the ministry to be a preacher, you know, to preach the gospel. I just thank God.